The notorious red pill is something that has had a huge effect on way people just think. You think about Andrew Tate, you think about Hamza, FedEx Fearless. He's really popping off his podcast, Austin Dunham, and we don't like a lot of people that are involved in that community. I would say are more so from like come from more nicer communities. I would say I'm not trying to sound like a victim, but the red pill, like it's like a copy and paste from how dudes think in the hood, how gangsters think in the hood, and like you think about a dude acting hard in the neighborhood and me acting hard in the hood. They act like an alpha male. They act like they got multiple tutor options, right? They got their main girl, they got their side girl. Their girls are pretty much like property. Like, man, okay, if you're not messing with me, okay, I got my other one. All right, you think about the music, you think about trying to become a rapper, trying to get that status, like out of the hood, like that's status, man. And you think about the money, you think about the jewel, like trying to get jewelry, Jordans, like the physical things, like the cars. That's pretty much what the red pill is. And it's a pretty much a copy and paste from the hood. And you think about when the red pill really started to pop off, like 2019 through it kind of fell off now, but it still is there a little bit. But like that stuff has always been in the hood. But the red pill is a more, I guess, more professional way to go ahead and look at it. More of a professional way of having those same exact traits from the hood, right? Like acting hard, being unauthentic, being cold. You think about like a lot of the people that you like deal with, like a lot of people just don't have fathers in their homes. A lot of people are chasing status. A lot of people are chasing instant pleasure, trying to get as many girls as possible. That is a status symbol for them. Getting music, trying to become a rapper or becoming popular in the streets because you did some hits, you did some drills. And that is not the same as like when in the red pill. Obviously the red pill doesn't involve you doing harm, like actual harm to someone to go in and get some status. But it's the same exact thing, man. You're still unauthentic at the end of the day. You're faking to act hard. Like I think about myself back in high school. Like I was doing the same exact thing. I was acting hard. I was putting on this fake persona. I was listening to the local rappers in my area. Like my high school is notorious for being super, probably one of the most ghettoest public high schools in my city. So many fights, so many guys having pride about their gangs or their made up gangs. So many guys trying to fake acting hard in front of the girls. So many guys sending their videos of them going crazy with a girl. So many like acting hard, being unauthentic, the way like the walk, like the way you walk, the way you talk. If there's a girl around, you change up your way. You try to make like you're doing stuff in the streets, right? You try to make like you're doing crimes in the streets. Like that sounds cool, right? And it sounds cool being at parties, doing drugs, and all that stuff. Even though the red pill is more sophisticated way in that because some of them don't do the drugs and they're not doing the crimes, but they're doing the same exact thing and being unauthentic and being not their true selves and doing things because that's what their superiors are telling them, like that you're following what the influencers are telling you to go ahead and do, and you think that's a way for you to go ahead and gain respect, like a man-to-man respect, like to make you seem like you're a king, to make you seem like you're that guy. When in reality, nah, it's not. It's that it's it's not real masculinity, and no one calls them out. I've never seen anyone call them out like that red pill space, even though I think it's dead as of right now. No one has ever called them out. It's the same exact junk you see in the hood. And I've been seeing it I've been seeing it my whole entire life. I grew up in the hood. And a lot of these red pill influencers come from nice, I mean, you think about FedEx Fearless, he comes like immigrant and stuff like that, but he wasn't like in a hood environment. Andrew Tate wasn't in a hood environment. Myron Gaines, like all those dudes, I don't believe to be in a hood environment. I don't know the background. Hamza, he's not like the UK stuff. I don't believe it's the same level as what I've experienced. I feel like it's things that they talk about. Like there's stories of danger or ghettos, wherever it is. I don't think it's nothing compared to my environment, and I'm in right now. And I'm not trying to sound special. I'm not trying to sound like I'm unique in that way, or sound like I'm a victim. But that junk is a copy and paste. It's making people unauthentic. You try to go ahead and like message a girl, and you're doing these red pill tactics. You're not messaging her on purpose, even though you have nothing going on in your life. Like you don't have a reasonable excuse to go ahead and avoid this girl that you're messaging. Like you sometimes you get the message, you see the messages on your notifications, you see the messages in your message box, but you don't message her, even though you're not doing anything in your life. But you know that through red pill dating tactics, to go ahead and not go ahead and message her right away, even though you see her message. Like you don't want to seem like you're desperate. And of course, that's things that you see in the hood as well. But mosquitoes, it's not the way to go down. And a lot of young men are going down this path. I went down this path myself, and I have not got anything really beneficial out of that. The only thing I have gotten really beneficial out of like going down that space is to go ahead and have options and not to be scarce, and not to go ahead and just settle with whatever you get first. But there's like a lot of negative things too, like the rage bait, especially with the cheating. You see a lot of relationships on YouTube, bad relationships, not on YouTube, but on social media in general, and that just gets feeded into you, and you start to believe that all relationships are bad, all marriages are bad, and that dating is completely ruined. And the fact of the matter is, a lot of us just need to just stop consuming this bad stuff on the internet and stop consuming this unauthentic self of ourselves. Like the red pill has some good things. Like you should be increasing your money, increase your status, become good at something. You should go ahead and improve your fashion, your looks. Like that's basic self-improvement stuff. Right? That's not red pill stuff. That's just basic self-improvement things. But more so in the red pill dating philosophy, and that having your multiple options, not really settling. And I mean, I don't agree with the hookup part and just having sex with random girls just because you have to. And that's something that's very common in the hood too. Like that's a sense of respect. Like you going crazy with multiple girls is a sense of being fulfilled. And that's just not the way to go ahead and live life. It's not to go ahead and live life being unauthentic. Even though the red pill does have the self-improvement things, but there's just fundamentals of self-improvement. And the red pill is something that there's those dating concepts in general. You get so fried mentally, especially if you have thousands of hours. Like you have more hours consuming dating content. Do you have more hours consuming dating content, dating videos, dating information, than actually talking to a girl? You're so afraid to go ahead and talk to a girl because you're worried if she's cheating on you. You're worrying about so many things about this girl, right? And a lot of it's just basic things. Like if you think about a girl on the online dating app, of course she's gonna have a lot of likes. She's gonna have dudes in her phones. If you get a girl off an online dating app, of course, right? If a girl is not in a relationship, she's not gonna be most likely not only texting you right now because she's open. And if you have multiple girls too at your disposal, you will be messaging girls. You'll be messaging multiple girls too. But you probably say, "Oh, Girls have it easy. Girls have hundreds of guys in their DMs. You need to be this, you need to be that. If you don't have the money, you don't have the status, you don't have the looks, if you're average, you're not gonna be successful in today's dating world. You're gonna get cheated on. You're gonna get left. She's gonna cheat on you for a better dude. You become more insecure about yourself, and you get stuck in a loophole. And that stuff just ruins the whole entire point of just getting into a simple relationship. The vast majority of the reason why we came to this dating content in the first place was just to go ahead and give that extra push, just to go ahead and help us get some balls to go ahead and talk to that crush that we like. For a vast majority of us, of course, some of you guys probably came from past relationships, got a breakup or something like that, cheating on, whatever, and hopefully you didn't really fall down that path either, and believing that you feel hopeless in that. But you're okay where you're at right now, right? If you're doing a little bit, if you're doing some self-improvement in your life, you're improving yourself every day, you're improving your fitness, you're improving, you have some goals you're working towards, you're ambitious, you're pretty much good, man. You just need to have some balls to go ahead and talk to some girls and just take care of yourself. That's all you need. Peace.